Hi, I'm Thomas Wallet. I'm the CEO and co-founder of Unacast. I'm here to talk a bit about how real estate companies and multifamily can use location data as part of their data-driven investment strategy. So first, I want to talk a bit about about Unacast and who we are. The reason why we started this company is that we have limited knowledge about how people move around in the physical world. And this is knowledge that is required today to stay relevant and stay successful. If you want to make data-driven decisions, if you want to make investment decisions, or how to operate certain properties across the US. So some of the questions that we help answer is, for instance, what neighborhood in New York City have seen an increase in residents in the last 3 months? We also help other real estate companies address this very key question. What part of the US has seen an increase or decrease in population as people migrate due to the pandemic? And this is one of the key questions right now. How is all this work from home? How is all the migration changing the cities, changing the different counties across the US? And how can that be used to optimize your real estate portfolio and where to invest or potentially divest? So to give you some key insights, here's a question. How many people have moved from Tribeca since March 2020? So there's 3 alternatives here. I'm not going to reveal the answer yet. I'm going to get back to that at my end of the presentation. But basically, how can Unacast understand how people move around the planet? Well, we are one of the leading companies in the human mobility space. It means that we have built a data set of more than 120 million monthly active users in the US, where we collect location data from apps and cell phones. We've been venture funded for many years, raised more than 30 million in capital. And we are a team of 40 people based in Norway and in the US, where we have a massive data scientist team in Norway. They can help us digest and understand all these mobility patterns. So what do we actually do? Unacast, we understand human behavior. We understand where people move around, where they live, where they work, where they travel, where they shop, where they dine, where they commute, where they migrate. We take all this human behavior and we layer on top maps so we can get context around where people are. And then we put strategic intelligence on top. What does all these insights mean? How can this help multifamily, for instance, understand investment strategies? What does this mean for the local community, and how should the new apartment buildings be structured in a way to attract that particular demographic? And this is what basically we call the real world graph. Some of the products that we provide are within retail analytics, if you're in site selection, store optimization, or competitive intelligence. When it comes to real estate and asset management, we support a lot of companies around the portfolio management, investment screening, as well as leasing risk assessment. And we also help companies in regards to urban planning and urban development. So some of the products that we provide to real estate and multifamily is neighborhood insights. Here you see a screenshot of the tip of Manhattan financial district, and we can click into every single census block and understand how the foot traffic has developed. And why does this matter? Well, right now, it is really important to understand when are certain parts of the country going to recover. And what is that consumption of different people going to be? Is it going to be locals? Is it going to be tourists? Are the residents coming back home? And what about the workers? Is this area really going to see workers coming back to the office or not? A second product that's in very high demand now is migration patterns. So due to the pandemic, where have people moved around? What part of the country have they settled down in? And is this migration going to be long-term, or is it going to be short-term? And it's very kind of clear that people in New York has left for Florida, more than 10%. But now we're monitoring, are they going to return as the city opens up again? Information that is very key and relevant to understand investment decisions in the next coming years. So I want to get back to my question. How many people moved out of Tribeca since March 2020? The answer is 3,900 people left Tribeca. And you probably read about this in the news, that people are fleeing New York City. Well, let me tell you this. What's interesting is that while 3,900 people left Tribeca, we also saw that 3,450 people moved into Tribeca. So the net outflow was not as significant as the media tells. Another interesting part is that the people left had an average income of $140,000, while the people that moved in had an average income of $82,000. So now this affluent neighborhood of Tribeca suddenly has changed. And these are some of the typical insights and information that we help real estate and multifamily to get access to, so they can improve their decision making in regards to portfolio management as well as investments. So if you have some information or would like to speak to us to learn more, feel free to contact me directly. Thank you.